Hey, it's Waking Up with Whitney on 102.9 K103. Jimmy Carter update being brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Marion and Cape Girardeau. Go with Reynolds, and good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning. Several times over the years, sometimes more than others, we get started talking about what is country music. And whenever I get confused about that, I usually listen to George Strait or Willie Nelson or something like that. That's the kind of the gold standard to me. Garth was a little rocky, but that's a little more on the right-hand side of the middle ground of gold standard. So today, there's a lot of stuff out there that's not, in the middle ground. It's pretty firmly in pop. Number one song in country music right now is a bar song by Shaboozey. Now, number two is Post Malone. So I had some help, which is a good pop song, and it qualifies as country somehow.
Yeah.
The Cowgirl song is pretty country with Ernest, and it just keeps going from there. Now, Kane Brown and Marshmello have a song that's in the top 25. And then they just had a song come out last week. Guy for that, I happen to love that song, Post Malone and Luke Combs.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I like some pop sounds. I always did. I'm still trying to get John Denver in the Country Music Hall of Fame. They wouldn't put him in because they thought he was too pop. And they still feel that way. So, drives me. This whole argument often can drive me crazy. But look at what the Opry did. Now, you would think the Opry would be pretty much the keeper of the gold standard of what country is, with steel guitars and the normal instruments. But they just picked Stephen Curtis Chapman to be the next member. I know him. I like him. 42 years ago, he was singing at Opryland, the theme park. But now he's the most awarded artist in Christian music, and he's going to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. So, okay, I don't know where we're going, but we're going there quickly. Now, Darius Rucker hung up his hootie boots and became Darius Rucker, the wagon wheel country singer. Well, occasionally he goes back to the hootie to make some money. So they're out there doing that right now. They just had a sold-out crowd at the Bridgestone in Nashville for their Summer Camp with Trucks tour. The Twister soundtrack, boy, that movie's getting stepped on by Deadpool. It's a good movie, but it just kind of can't grow.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just kind of hanging on till Deadpool comes down, maybe, and try to get some of those IMAX screens back. But Twister, the soundtrack, is number 7 on the Billboard Top 200. 29 song sets. Probably the biggest one is Ain't No Love in Oklahoma by Luke Combs. Didn't mention this the other day. Just didn't have time. But, man, did you see the water that was running through Dollywood?
No.
So they had a flash flood at Dollywood on Sunday, and they were ankle deep. I mean, you wouldn't even have gotten in some of these places. It was a pretty fast-running river running through down some of the streets of Dollywood. Got in the Emporium, got in all kinds of stuff, got in the parking lot where people couldn't get in their cars. The water was so high. And so it was a mess. I understand they reopened yesterday, but they had some cleanup to do. Lainey Wilson and Miranda Lambert, Good Horses, is their new song. And Justin Moore has a song called Put a Boot in It. He's talking about the popification of country. He said, Jukebox, Jack, Jim, and Broken Hearts, rhyming around here with cold beer, but your smoke screen is really clear. I ain't buying what you're selling right now. I'm about to take your brand new skinny jean sound and put a boot in it.
Oh, slap.
So Justin Moore out there singing for twangy country. So there you go.
I like it.
Me too. Let's keep fight on. That's a good argument.
That's right.
Have a lovely, lovely day.
You too, Jimmy. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That is your Jimmy Carter update this morning. It's brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds.